the fuck off that punk smooth shit, man.
Yo, let's go back to AJ Moms though.
Intermission.
We do it after the podcast, you know.
Welcome back to Sportsmanlike Conduct Podcast. I'm your host, Cassius Clay, and we are back in the studios of Industry City, Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Onyx.
Sick nigga. Yo,
I can't wait to hear your opinion about today's NBA player.
my opinion?
Yes.
Okay.
Brother O.
Yo,
What's
I'm
up,
here.
man? I already know your opinion about today's
all right.
NBA player.
True.
Rudeness.
Yeah. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Smash all the buttons. And then, yo, shout out to AJ Moms, Miss Johnson. We out here.
Yes. All
Shout
right.
out to my mom, I guess.
Shout out to AJ's moms. How you doing, AJ?
I'm good.
Big Chris. What's up, bro?
Yes. What's going on, brother?
Just checking. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Definitely make this little trip down here to come pick my daughter up from college. So I'm listening to action today. I'll be back next week, though.
Yeah. All right. AJ's about to sign the contract, so she's in Chris's corner right now. bro.
Senior
Is it Christmas
seeking.
corner?
I'm
Word.
keeping it
No,
warm
shit.
right now. I'm keeping it. I'm
She's
holding it
in
down for you.
Chris's
She
corner.
moving jerseys and shit. She done. She
Oh,
putting
I had
Bengals.
moved my stuff.
She got Bengals shit going
I'm
up
thinking
over
about
here
it.
over the Giant shit. Like, shit is crazy right now.
Dirk Dash, what's up, bro?
Chilling, brother.
Yo, today's NBA player. Now, this conversation all started because Joel Embiid kind of led the charge on I'm not playing back-to-backs, and then it spun out of control, and his teammate Paul George is not playing. Philly is what, 2-13?
I think so.
What? That's their record?
Yeah, they-
Nah, come on.
2.
Nice.
He's just mad because he thought they were gonna do it. Yo, don't follow O's team when he's talking about who he is
I'll
excited
tell you
for.
right now, they are.
Oh, stop.
What are they?
This is your second year in a row. Oh, what's good?
Yo, yeah, I had Phoenix last year. Now I have Philly.
It's good.
Damn, son.
Yeah, 3-13.
Damn.
Only team better.
See, they're better than 2.
Only
13.
team worse than them is the
One more
Wizards.
game.
How about the Bucks?
Who?
The Bucks.
The Bucks. The
They've been
Bucks,
winning lately. They've been winning lately.
6th place.
Yeah, they've been winning lately. So that means
Bucks, 8-9.
that means Doc is a good coach now, right?
8-9. So, and now this got back to a lot of people are chiming in about today's player, led by Embiid. A guy who just not seem to want to play. His teammate called him out, Maxey. He's late for practices, for team events.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Now, as a leader, you know, I don't really like Embiid off the top, though. He's
There
a
you go.
fake American that won the gold medal. But besides that,
Fake America. It's crazy.
but P, we had this conversation off air last week, right? Now you're a young guy, so your age, these players around your age, players that are in their prime, 27, 28 years old. Are you enjoying the game? Are you enjoying today's players?
Not as much as I used to. I take it for what it is, though. They don't do enough on a consistent enough basis for me to enjoy it like I used to. Like, I think the one joke that y'all always make in terms of betting, tell you this much, I've never wished that Kobe was alive more because I'm gonna be honest with you, you knew the effort was there. Sometimes it be looking like these guys not trying. I'm not even mad at that. I just be mad at it seems like a dumb brand of basketball is being played on a consistent enough. But like, if I can say anything, because it's just a bunch of people trying to show what they can do, but you don't have to do it. So like, yeah, you could probably shoot, like you could probably make 5 out of 11 threes. But does the game call for it? It usually doesn't, unless you're Steph Curry. But I do think that as much as the one fight that I give like old heads is still, as much as you want to blame today's player, you got to blame the league more than you blame the player. It's not the player's fault that the rules shifted to them.
Yeah. I'm gonna combat that soon, but I want to get to Chris. What's up, Chris?
Yo, what's good?
Yeah. So your son Ethan is how old?
Ethan is 15 years old, going on 16.
He plays varsity basketball for Freeport High School, correct?
Yes.
Now,
Yes, correct.
how does he feel about the game, today's plays?
I don't think that he really has an opinion about today's game because his whole age generation, they don't even really watch the game. All they do is they pick up their phones and they look at YouTube clips and they look at highlights. So I can honestly say that I've never seen him sit down and watch a game from the beginning to end.
That's crazy.
It's all about just like he'll walk through the den, look at the TV for a couple of minutes, and then he's off back onto his own world to go play his games, and he'll go back, look at little clips online and stuff like that. But these young kids, they're not focused on the game, so they're only focused on the highlights.
All right. AJ,
Mm-hmm.
you are in that age group,
I am.
women, and watch basketball.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about today's player?
Today's player?
Yes.
I feel like at this point, players are just valuing themselves over the team. Like, there's no, like, camaraderie about the team. Like, people used to be, if you play for the Lakers, they bleed, go up, purple and gold. Nobody cares about these teams. They are there just as, like, individuals. Like, Embiid don't care about that team. If he got traded to another team, he wouldn't care either. He just cared about himself. So I think players have taken it to, I feel like it's taken it a little too far. As in, like, you ain't got to care about the program or the team, but, like, care a little bit. Like, not coming late to stuff, like, but you want to build a team, but you're not even showing up to be a part of the team. So I don't know. I feel like the players pretty much are, like, for themselves right now. But I feel like the league has created it for them to have to be like that. Because, like, yeah, I just feel like they don't really care. But also, the league has made it that way for them to not care.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I also think that
The league had to.
except for a handful of players that want to push the game forward, the elite players, they don't really care. Nobody cares about a championship. When you sign for $240 million, you already won.
There's no incentive to care.
Yeah,
If you don't win the
Getting paid.
championships,
you're paid.
so what? You could walk away. Say if you came in the game today, you're a good player. You got your rookie contract. Hello, Chris. You stop brushing your teeth,
What you got
Chris.
going on over there, Chris? I hope it's
Right?
your teeth you're washing right now.
You're, you're a good player. You get your rookie contract. Your second contract is your max contract, right? Your third contract is your super max. And hopefully you get one on the way out like James Harden. So by the time you're done, you made about $750 million.
With no
Now, if you walk
chips.
away and they say, yo, you didn't win the championship, you're going to be like, yo, I don't care.
Yeah.
I got $750 million.
Like,
Yeah, but you don't got no championships, bro.
there's
Yeah,
no
doesn't mean
there's
much.
no incentive.
Yeah, so what? But I want to hear Rudy's opinion, even though I know.
All right, so I got 2 points to make, right? I'm going to go back to Chris's point because I also have a 16-year-old son who plays basketball in the state of Georgia. To Chris's point, like, these kids, they don't care. Like, I ask my son all the time, hey, did you see this game? Did you see this game?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris. I just got you muted because of the noise.
So I ask my son all the time, yo, did you see this game? Did you see that game? My son watches no games, Gabe. None. And he'll watch his little clips and then after that he goes on with the rest, with his daily routine, with life, whatever. But as a player who played high school ball, that's crazy to me. Because I remember when I was like 13, 14, 15 years old, like I watched the Lakers faithfully. And I couldn't wait for the game to be over so I can go out in the park and emulate some of the moves that Magic was doing. So like that was a drive for me. Like my superstar player, I wanted to go out and just be him. And for these kids don't have that that same attitude, it's kind of, to me, it's just kind of sad. But anyway, my second point is these players, they getting so much money. Why the fuck would they care about a championship if they can get $700 million? They're making more money than people who have championships that just, that's not even really, doing much for their teams, but they're getting chips. So it's like, it's as a fan, it's a slap on the face because, like, you pay all this money for these stars to go out and perform and watch them play, and they're not playing half the games, or they pick and choose what games they want to play. And, as an older person, like, the league wasn't like that. And it's true. All this stuff is because the league has designed it that way. And I think that, it should be a change. But it's bullshit right now.
Brother O.
My number one, I shouldn't say number one of the reasons that this game is kind of gone downhill is the lack of defense. And just like P said earlier, it's dumb basketball. We had this conversation off here about how people play dumb. They just get lucky that they're skilled. But number one is the lack of defense. No, if you ever look at the screens, like, they just accept the screens and picks or whatever you want to call it. They don't even fight through it or try to trap or double team. They just, all right, automatic switch. Like, if Luka wants somebody to guard him, they're going to let him guard him. So the defense is horrible. I don't know why no one is teaching defense. I have no idea. Another reason is they are too friendly. Not that there's anything wrong with being friendly, but there's no battle, there's no rivalry anymore, man. There's no level of intensity when they playing basketball. Like, it could be game 13. If the Knicks were playing the Pacers, Knicks were playing the Bulls, Boston was playing anybody, Philly, Knicks. Like, there was so much intensity in those games that you could cut the tension with a knife, man. That's how thick it was in that.
There's no hate
in that place. But there's everybody's too friendly on the court.
There's no matchups.
You could be friendly off the court, but don't be friendly off the court, man. Come on, man. I mean, on the court. Stop
it. There was competitive edge back in the day.
Yes,
There's
man.
no competitive edge anymore. Nobody cares about bringing their best performance on any given day. Like you said, they just come out there to make a highlight reel, pretty much.
I say this too about LeBron. This is a big compliment for him, and also kind of a diss. But listen,
backhanded.
LeBron again try to pass the league on to whoever nobody wants to take it, right? But LeBron came in with such skill and talent. Has he improved? Yes, by a little, but not much. But it's still better than anybody else in the fucking league. So what does that tell you? Like, people cap their talent and their skills, it seems like. You got a couple of people that come in and are nice, like Steph, KD, of course. Those are only people on par. But LeBron's been doing the same.
Game,
yes, and get better. But LeBron's been doing the same shit from the time he got in the league, and it's still top 3, top 5, or even top 2 in the league, basically. I haven't seen he might have improved the jump shot, but everybody kind of improves the jump shot when you've been in the league this long.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not even. I'm not even.
Everybody?
It may sound like it, huh?
Everybody,
except Ben Simmons. But
he cares though.
But that's what I'm saying. He cares about it. He cares. I think he cares a little too much, but I still accept it because he does not. He hasn't cheated us yet, except that one series against Dallas. But that's it.
Those are extreme circumstances going on there.
Yo, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So like y'all talking about with the amount of money that they're making, that it's whatever to win the chip. But I'm saying I feel like the money and winning the chip, they're separate things, because you can make $700 million, but why don't you have the pride in the like, yo, I want to win the chip?
no more
like
pride,
the
man.
chip has to
Pride.
mean
The
something.
money
Like
is the
why doesn't it
pride.
mean anything anymore? That's what I don't understand.
You know what? Because I
Good
think
question.
I think back in the day, it's like in order to get the endorsements and the money,
Yeah, you have to win.
you had to win the chip. But
You have to-
now
There was
you getting the millions before the chip. So fuck the chip if you don't get it. You know what I'm saying? You got the money.
Doesn't define you anymore.
I don't think what y'all saying is untrue. I think it's half true though. And when you say about the money is a conversation in itself, especially because I'm not even gonna. I don't want to bail the athlete out, but when you look at what some of these like legends and people were making, bro, the NBA should be ashamed of themselves when some legends walked out the league, with, you know, like getting paid. You feel me? But what I would say, the reason why I don't think y'all telling the whole story is because I can use Chris's example with his son and your thing with your son. I think, and this is not a shot at y'all for real. I'm not even on that timing today. I think
Thank you.
older people can be a little out of touch with how younger people like kind of like digest their content.
Yeah.
So
That's definitely true.
so because so many things are happening all at once nowadays in terms of Instagram and stuff like that. This is what I mean by I always blame majority on the league. Y'all made it highlight basketball. Y'all kind of took out defense.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no way to teach defense because it's not going to get you nothing anyway.
That's
Right?
crazy.
It is crazy, but what it's become is we need to show these kids the highlights because we don't have them in tune with the game as much as they used to. You feel me?
Yeah.
The average 15-year-old is outside doing something. And
No,
if he's not
actually, no,
outside,
he's
he's
inside
on the
on that
phone.
game.
He's playing the game. There's so
Yeah.
many other things to do compared to when we might have been younger. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said when we talked about it, I think one thing that's not said enough, the league fucked up when they try to fix something that wasn't broken. The game wasn't broken. You see what I'm saying? Like he said LeBron. LeBron came in 2003. It's a significantly different NBA compared to 2003
Bro,
to 2024.
Boston just shot 73s, though.
In the game?
73 pointers,
In
bro.
one
See,
game.
In one game?
Yes.
That's one
the
game.
one problem is too,
Wow.
everybody glorifies the scoring. Nobody glorifies the defense, the other stuff that people do. Nobody glorifies that. So kids don't want to see that.
But
They
defense
just
is
wanna
not
see-
happening though.
But yeah.
But I'm saying even if it was, nobody's glorifying
Well, we'll see if it
that.
happens. If it
No,
ever
I'm just saying,
happens. Yeah, I
even when
know.
it was, nobody was glorifying that. So, because kids only care about scoring. That's another problem with like even like AAU teams. The kids that be on these teams, they don't be caring if they playing defense or not.
That's a fact.
They just
That's-
want to score
that's
because
wild.
that's what's popular.
Yo,
That's
here-
what's glorified. That's what's like talked about. They're not
73
talking
is
about.
outrageous.
Yo,
And,
here's a stat, AJ, right? His first 3 years in the league, what is Anthony Edwards, what would you consider him? What kind of athlete? What's his game? Where's his game around?
Who's the slasher?
I would say a slasher and a
Right.
scorer.
This year, he's shooting 6 more threes. He went from like maybe 6 threes a game. He's like 12, 13 threes a game.
But also
And
threes
he's
is
helping the defense by taking more threes.
but
That's
isn't
not true.
shoot, but
Remember
isn't
AD used to do
shooting
this?
threes is glorified though? Is
Yeah,
it
the
not?
game's
That's why
changed.
everybody doing it. That's
Look,
like glorified right now.
A lot of people try to do it, and this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think one of the biggest things that I think is lacking in today's game is diversity. Right? I feel like I make jokes about it in terms of like the bruising and stuff like that, or whatever, like back in the day. But Rose, the reason why I say today's athlete is so much more skilled is because you cannot get on the court without being able to do like a lot of the things that everybody else does. You get what I'm saying? Like you can't be a 5 without a midi and expect to play. And if you do, you don't get your number called, and you're probably in the league for what? Average, I think the average person in the league is like 3-5 years.
Yeah, there's no way to turn it back, man.
Exactly. So the game's never gonna go back to that. It just can't. You know what I mean? It's already in this. The problem is
You need more jokers.
it's not even that. The problem is, I think we always talk about who's top 5, top 10, blah blah. But I think if you look at, we can all agree on a 10. Right? No matter what we feel, we can agree on a 10, a set 10. It's after that 10 where there's a significant drop off, right? It's because everybody is very much similar, right? There's no identity in terms of what you expect from a player because everybody's playing the same way. So there's no diversity in it. So I feel like that's why it's annoying to watch now, because if you watch Steph Curry, you expect Steph Curry to do Steph Curry things, right? But it's getting to a point where, and this is no shot to him, but it's like, for example, for Tyrese Halliburton, if he has 10 threes one night, we're going to sit here and watch him. I don't want to watch him do that. Be your own player. I feel like that's not pushed enough anymore, because you just, I guess the league got greedy. But I just feel like everybody tries to play a way where it's like there's no original, like there's no originality to it. Like you're not seeing anybody original. Look, you saw last year they said Anthony Edwards was Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you don't see like
He missed like 5 steps before he could get to Michael Jordan. So
But my whole thing is like,
say that.
as much as we and this is not even to gas LeBron, but you can literally say, yeah, we might have seen the tools, blah blah, but you never seen LeBron, you never seen KD, you never seen some of these people, and I think a lot of people idolize them, deservingly so. But I think what loses originality is when you just try to be like somebody.
But also, let's think about this too. We're both the same age.
Mm-hmm.
The people that they're playing against is their idols.
For sure.
So like that's who they always wanted to play like. So there's no other person to like compare themselves. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody else to look up to when they're playing the people they want to play like.
It's because we don't big nobody else up though.
That's another problem. I
We
feel like,
don't big
I will
anybody
say
else.
too.
It's only Jordan.
As I was just about to say, as an old head thing, y'all have not selected anybody that y'all feel like is deemed as good enough. But I feel like also there's like this thing where there's nobody that is. I feel like everybody thinks there isn't.
No, for sure. It gets
Hold
shut
up.
down very quickly.
Clarify that.
I
So
know
like,
what she's saying.
y'all
but I
don't
could-
like LeBron, but who else? Excuse my language. Who else is fucking with LeBron right now? As top caliber athlete in the NBA right now.
But that's the issue
Nobody.
that we have.
Nobody's fucking with LeBron.
Nobody's fucking with him.
But let's give him the credit.
Nobody
No,
even.
we ain't giving him
we
shit.
can't give him
We ain't
credit
giving
because
him
they
shit.
didn't. They
can't
didn't
give him-
try to fuck with him.
What?
You know what I'm
What?
saying? They didn't try. What I'm saying is they didn't try to fuck with him because he's the best, and we just leave it at that.
No, I don't think
I
that's
don't believe
completely
that.
Nah,
No.
he's not the fucking
No,
best.
I'm just saying he's not. I'm just saying.
If we
I'm
gonna
just
say he
saying.
is it,
The
then who is?
narrative, it's a
on,
narrative
hold
that he's
on,
not
no,
fucking
no,
best.
it's not
Hold
the
on. What I'm
narrative.
saying is,
Fuck LeBron. yo.
everybody
He's not the
knew
best.
that
Stop
Jordan was.
doing that.
Everybody knew that Jordan was the best.
Okay.
But at that time, Knicks didn't think he was the best.
Okay.
Indiana Pacers never thought he was the best.
Okay.
Like teams went for him. Detroit, like y'all could, the media, the coach, whatever could. We still gonna bring him the heat. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
So like that's what's lacking here. Like they say KD and what you call the best, and there's no challenges after that. You know what I'm saying? Even as a team, they challenge Jordan. It may not be individual, but people as a team aren't challenging that
No, so
for all of these years.
no. But the problem is All right, so look, right?
Hold on, I want to make sure I got AJ's point though. You're saying we left it at Jordan and we never proclaimed no one else to be the better, to
Old
be
heads
best.
will never give it to anybody else, but we all know it should be LeBron. But nobody would give
No,
it to
we
him.
all don't know that.
No, it's
Who else?
not though.
Then who? That's the question.
This-
Then who would you give it to if
They
it's
pushed
not?
the wrong person for
Yeah,
that.
it shouldn't be LeBron.
It shouldn't be
but-
LeBron.
Then who should it be?
Let me tell you what we missing though.
What are we
Because it's y'all
talking
never
about
given
now?
an answer.
Let me
The
tell you
old
what
heads never give an answer.
What we missing? We are creating these narratives on players set on offense alone, like basketball is purely offense.
One-sided, right?
When
Come on, bro.
when the other aspect defense, it's really defense and offense was supposed to set up a player aside to where they are a dominant player. If we're not talking about offense and defense, if we're not talking about a player that possesses those two aspects, then who are we really talking about?
But
We're
you
not
compare,
like,
no, that's
you have to add defense into the equation. That's what I'm saying.
You can't compare errors because it's a different game.
It's
I'm not talking
different.
about errors.
No, listen. We're in an era where, cool, I even give you that. Defense isn't pushed. It's not pushed for that. Whatever, right? I'll give you that. The issue is there's a disconnect, right? Whether you guys want to agree with it or not, there's clearly a disconnect. We don't respect y'all opinions. Y'all don't respect ours, right? It's literally because there's a lack of acknowledgement from both sides. So my whole thing is for me to learn about the game, right? What somebody would do. What would somebody do if I went, I watched back the game. No matter how much I sat down, I could lock myself in a dark room, watch hours in, and be like, oh, he wasn't there. It's always something as to why I'm not qualified to speak on that, right? Cool. But now you guys would turn around and be like watching today's game and be like, well, because I watched in the 90s. No, you can't do that.
Because it's changed. It's different.
The problem is always going to be rooted in this. Y'all made a player, right? Listen, and this is not a shot
Yo,
at Mike.
can we gotta do another segment.
All right,
Let's end this segment. Yo, Chris, any last word on today's player before we go to the next segment? Because I feel like we're about to do another 2 hours of LeBron talk. Right?
No, it's not going to be LeBron. It's not going to be LeBron. I got different people to use.
Any-
Now, like I said, I just feel like we've been saying, is that today's player isn't, like Oja said, today's player isn't a complete player. Today's player, everybody is specialized. Everybody's got their thing that they do, whether it's a three-pointer, whether it's driving to the basket. That's it. Nobody plays a complete game anymore.
All right, Chris. Are you gonna join us for the next segment? You good? Or you gotta?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
No, I'm good. I ain't doing shit.
All right, we'll call you back, man. All right. Peace.
I ain't doing shit.
Yep.
Bullshit.
And I
Bullshit.
tell the truth with them, man.
Nah, we're gonna bring it back.
Yo, like,
We gonna dead out
So
of
that was a
it.
good
when
callback.
I
Sportsmanlike conduct.